Good evening, everybody. It's Deacon Tim Wyman. I'm the Director of Faith Formation here at the Cathedral of Christ the King. And this is the fourth of a number of video sessions we're doing. I'm kind of calling these 15-minute or less invitations to opportunities that you have to encounter and grow closer to Jesus here at the Cathedral Parish. We started this last Sunday. And it's really the idea is to, we're still in the middle of this pandemic, but we are trying to do things at the parish to really engage people once again. And so with just a number of things coming up over the next couple of months that we wanted to highlight with these short invitations to you. So tonight, I'm pleased to welcome here Mara Conklin, one of our parishioners. And Mara is part of a small team that's going to lead the Alpha series. You may have heard of Alpha. It's been around for a number of years. And so welcome, Mara, to this 15-minute or less live stream here to tell people all about the Alpha series and what we're going to do with that here at Christ the King. So welcome.
Thanks for having me.
All right. So why don't we just start with a basic explanation? What is Alpha? Other than the first letter of the Greek alphabet, right?
Alpha is a program that is really a way for people to get together, meet new people, and explore some of the big questions in life. And the way that it works is it's a program where we all meet together. We start out with a meal, and you have a table with the same people every week, so you get to know the people at your table. And so there's a meal and some socializing, and then we watch a video, and the videos are really beautifully produced videos that take place all over the world. I think we're going to see a sample of one in a little bit. And they all focus on a particular theme for the week. So it might be, why am I here? Is there more to life? Those kinds of things. And then you discuss it as a table. And there's no wrong answers. It's just your thoughts and your feelings on things. And it's every week is a standalone. It's you don't have to go to all of them. There's no homework. There's nothing like that. And there's no cost. And it's just a really nice way to grow in your faith and get to know some people that you may not otherwise be in contact with. And it's especially good, I think, for people who are just kind of starting their faith journey. It can be helpful for people who are further along in their faith journey, but for people who are just, may not go to church, may not even know if they believe in God, it's a way for them to just kind of explore some of these questions in a safe place with people who they like being with.
Yeah, and that's one of the things. Two things you said that really keyed on me. And one is, we've been through a tough time for the last 18 months, and a lot of us have been isolated more than we have before the pandemic. And I think this gives, it's an opportunity to really spend time with people, and like you said, not just talk about the weather or UK sports or all of nothing wrong with those, but I think to talk about these deeper questions in a way that's engaging, and nobody's there to judge. It's just like, where am I at? And a lot of people have been doing a lot of searching over these last 18 months and thinking about life and what is this all about. So it is a great opportunity to kind of have that kind of faith sharing and just life sharing, and to talk about it. And the second thing you mentioned is I think for us Catholics, especially, sometimes we're not the best at really evangelizing people who may want to know more about the faith, but this is a great way. If you can just bring somebody to Alpha, and again, this has been around for years. It's proven to work. It's very effective at opening doors for people. And like you said, those that might be on the fence or they're thinking about faith, but they've just never been really presented with a direct invitation. Bringing them to Alpha and say, hey, come in, have a meal. We're going to look at some great videos, have some great discussions. Come with me, right? I think it's a great way. So I just thought for real quick here, I'll put it up on the screen and let everybody just there's a short video here just to give people a sense of kind of what they'll experience. So just give me 1 second here and we'll watch this video together.
If you've ever wondered if there's more, you're not alone in that. We all explore, every day, in small ways and big. We find ourselves, reinvent ourselves, define ourselves, publish our lives. We find ways to stand out and ways to blend in. We meet people that remind us of us, and people that remind us of who we want to be, and people that just make the journey that much more fun. We connect and share. We learn from each other and grow together. We celebrate and mourn side by side. We push our limits, challenge ourselves, fall down and get back up again. Our days are long and our nights get short. We put in the hours in the hope of building something that lasts. And at the end of the day, find joy in the fleeting things. We want to squeeze all the life out of life and hit pause on moments we wish could last. Put simply, we want to live, and along the way, discover all we can, experience more, and find out who we really are. For all are searching, it's rare to find time to think and talk about the big questions of life, about faith and reason and God and meaning. But exploring is good. We're built for it.
All right, so there you have it. There's just a quick, and there's a lot of videos. If you go out and look on YouTube or just Google Alpha, and you can find all kinds of videos, people's experience and so on. But so Mara, tell me about you. How did you happen to come across Alpha? What was your experience of it?
I was living in Atlanta at the time, and my parish was getting ready to launch it. And they wanted to do a trial to kind of work out the kinks first. And I had belonged to a women's Bible study. And so they approached our Bible study and just about every other formation group in the church and asked them to participate. And we had about 100 people participate. So we went through it like, just like from beginning to end, like we would if we were a guest. And then we were able to give our feedback. After that was over and we actually did it for the first time, I was asked to be a table host. And the role of the table host is basically just to make people feel welcome and to kind of nudge the discussion if it needs to, be pushed along. And I did that and really met a fabulous group of people at my table. We really got very close as a group. I enjoyed being with each other. We socialized outside of Alpha, and I really enjoyed it. And then I moved. And so I was kind of missing that. And I was happy to find out that Christ the King was doing it.
Yeah. So we had one Alpha, and then we were about ready to have a second one when the pandemic broke. Yeah. So let's go into, so that's great. I've been sort of through Alpha, not participated at all the sessions, but just to see the reaction of people, they really do enter into it. And once you sort of get past that first night and, people coming in, what's this going to be about? People really get going with it and really participate in a really neat way. So just encourage anybody out there, for yourself, or again, if you want to come with a friend or a family member, I would encourage you to do that. And we'll just get right into, I was just going to put up here on the screen kind of this is what's been in the bulletin for the last several weeks. So Mara, why don't you just kind of tell us when's this going to start and what's going to happen and where's it going to be and all those good things.
Well, it's Sunday night starting September 12th. It's 11 weeks, but we have built in, I think, 3 weeks where we're off. So like Thanksgiving week and some other weeks. So we end a couple weeks before Christmas. And it starts around 6:15. So if people go to 5 o'clock mass, they can go to mass and then come. Yeah. Right. And we're done. We wrap by 8:30. And then there's one, what we call a day away, and it's a Saturday. It's a day long kind of breakfast lunch with several sessions that take place on that day. And that will probably be, I'm thinking, around the beginning of November. Again, they're all standalone. So, if you look at it and you say, gee, I can't handle 11 weeks, that's okay. I know it's hard, and there's some weeks I know I can't be there. And so that's all right. But, I would just, it's a very low risk way of inviting somebody to come and check it out. Because if they don't like it, they don't have to come back, and that's fine.
Right. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. No, that's great. So again, that's September 12th. So got a couple of weeks, and
mhm.
there is a website. So you can, if you email Mara here, so at the bottom of this chart, you can see her address there, her email address, and she'll be glad to answer questions you have. I'll go back and plug the free meal. Dinner, if you're coming out from work or whatever, it's a great way to come. You don't have to worry about dinner for that night. Or that's right, it's Sunday night, so you probably won't be coming from work. But point is, you get a meal. So a meal, a great video, and great discussion. So just encourage everybody to do that. I was going to just flash up here at this point. I just want to show everybody the website, because you can sign up for this very easily. So let me pull that up here. Just give me 1 second. And share that. Let's see, there we go. So this is the website. It's the Cathedral. So it's cathedralctk.org/alpha. So it's pretty easy to find. It's got all the information there, the little flyer that you just saw. Very simple form. If you want to sign up, you're just going to come in here, first name, last name, your email and phone number. And if you do have any dietary restrictions, and we probably ought to say something about the fact we do understand we're still in the midst of a pandemic. So we're going to do some things to keep people safe. So for just like we do on the campus, when you come in, you're going to be masked. Obviously, when we're going to have the meals prepared in such a way that you can pretty much just pick them up, sit down, and then take off your mask while you're eating. And we're going to space people out, so we're not going to have people on top of each other like we would if there was no pandemic. So we are trying to take care and trying to keep people safe and do some common sense things to still allow interaction, but not be on top of each other to the extent we're going to, put people at risk. So just want everybody to be aware of that and know that we are going to be taking precautions. So you'll be hearing more about this over the next couple of weeks. It'll be in the bulletin. If you have any questions, I want to just encourage you to reach out to Mara and let her answer those questions. And the team's ready for people to sign up and start getting ready for this. And I think it's going to be exciting. So any last words, Mara, before we sign off?
No, I think I forgot to say it's in Heman Hall. So that's where we meet.
Yes. And if you haven't been in Heman Hall lately, it's good excuse to come and we've got a whole lot of new things happening in Heman Hall, including new AV equipment, which we'll be able to take advantage of for this series. So anyway, thank you, everybody. Let me just flash up one more thing here before we sign off. We are continuing this series. If I can get my cursor. Man, my mouse is acting up on me here. Here we go. Let me get back over to 1 second here. Where is my PowerPoint? Boy, I love it trying to do too many things with too many windows here. Okay. So if I get this up for you, you can see the schedule. So we still have a few of these sessions to go. Well, where did it go? There we go. Is that it? Well, that'll be good enough. So our next session, as you can see here, is going to be this coming Sunday. We encounter School of Ministry with Joan Root. So again, everybody, we have a lot going on at the Cathedral. Alpha's one of these things, and we encourage you to just kind of look at them all. And I know you can't do everything, but you can do something. And it's been a long time for a lot of people to have been engaged at the parish. So I hope through these short invitations, you'll have an opportunity to consider one or more of these to add to your calendar. And if you don't know who to talk to, call me and I'll get you directed to the right individual for that particular event or program. So have a great evening, everybody. And we'll talk to you on Sunday evening at 9 o'clock. And we'll talk about the Encounter School of Ministry.